What's up, buddy pals? Are you ready for my take on a story from the latest issue of 7 Days? Too bad. On the cover this week is real-life Monopoly guy Thom Lauzon. He and his wife are the two largest individual property owners in the great city of Barre. His latest development project is shaping up to be one of the largest in the city's history, and he stands to make millions of dollars if he can just get the thing approved. Oh, and he's also the mayor of Barre. Before you start whining about a conflict of interest, I have reviewed the city's policy, and it clearly states that it's up to the individual himself to determine whether or not there's a conflict. And Thom Lauzon has assured us that Thom Lauzon does not have any conflict of interest here, okay? Glad we can clear that up for you. But what I found most interesting about the story is not the projects he's developing, but the words that are coming out of his mouth. Let's take a look at a few choice quotes, shall we?
If you have a concern about it, throw your hat in the ring, grow some balls, and try to do something.
Now, one of the things I find troubling about that comment is he seems to believe one must possess balls in order to get anything done. I don't want to blow any minds here, but the newspaper he's currently on the cover of was founded and is co-owned by two females with precisely 0 balls between them. Just a couple of ballless badasses who made it possible for him to share his thoughtful comments with a wider audience. But wait, there's more! While 7 Days writer Marc Davis was interviewing the merry mayor of Barre for this story, it happened to be raining outside. Mayor Lauzon was scheduled to throw the first pitch at a baseball game, and Marc Davis had the audacity to suggest the game might get canceled due to the weather. That's when Mayor Lauzon delivered this tasty treat.
I'm not a pussy. We're not pussies here.
Whoa, dude! Nobody said you were a pussy. That's just how baseball works. Leagues won't let teams play if it's raining too much. It's one of the rules of the game. It's like in Monopoly. If you roll a 5, you move your stupid top hat 5 spaces down the board. You don't look at the other players and go, I'm not a pussy. Like, why are you still a teenage boy? Anyway, Mayor Lauzon's coup de grace, his fade to black moment, the quote that ended this illuminating story was as follows.
20 years ago, I never would have believed it if you told me my life would be this bitchin'.
Oh, Barry. You know, studies show the most reliable indicator that you're not living a bitching life is feeling the need to tell others that you're living a bitching life. It's so weird. Wasn't there another recent example of a crude-talking real estate guy who got elected but then just used the opportunity to further line his own pockets? I'll let you know if I think of it. Anyway, I was somewhat surprised to find that Mayor Lauzon has ran unopposed in his past 5 bids for re-election. Kinda leads me to think there's still some confusion going around in Barre. So I read the city's bylaws, and it turns out you do not need to have balls to run for mayor of Barre. And, like most cities in Vermont, Barre has never elected a female mayor. So, women of Barre, not telling you what to do with your lives, but maybe it's time to throw a pussy hat into the ring and kick this guy where it'll hurt him the most. Right square in his wallet.
Ow.
Anyway, that's all the time we have this week. Thank you so much for watching, and join us again next time for some more Seriously. What? I know it's juvenile. I didn't make it up. He actually said that. Yeah. That's how mayors talk in 2017. But you expect me to just ignore his balls? Owned by 2 females with 0 balls.